All right, Teddy in Potomac, Maryland. Teddy, how are you?
Hi, Brad. How are you?
Good, good. What's going on?
Thanks for the diet, for the all nuts, the almond and everything.
Start packing them in if you want kids. That's all I can tell you. All right, what's going on, Teddy? What can I do to help?
Yeah, Brad, the question I have is I'm a green card holder, 2 years conditional green card holder.
Right.
And I have to do the I-751, it's like next month or something. But the question I have is, Brad, it's I had just stress about this new public charge rules. I know you said Biden's going to change the policy and everything, but the question I have is it going to affect me because
No.
I've received benefits before
No.
and I'm going to
No.
put the condition
No,
in a month?
No. File to remove the conditions. When you go to file to remove the conditions, public charge is not an issue. It's an issue.
Oh, okay.
Public charge is only an issue under two circumstances. One, when you're applying for your initial green card, and two, when you're entering the United States of America with your green card and you've been out of the U.S. for more than 180 days. Then they can charge you as a public charge again if you have a problem. So if your trip is less than 180 days, you don't have a public charge issue. Getting the initial green card, you have public charge, but to remove the conditions, you don't. Citizenship also, you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay, yeah. People tell that and stories, but it's
well.
okay.
Sleep well, Teddy.
Before, so I'm good, right?
You're good. Okay, and by the way, if your green card's up in a month, file it now. Don't delay because they're going to take at least 6-7 weeks to send you an extension notice.
Okay, all right.
So
I'll call you for that, Brad.
All
but
right.
other than that, no issue, right?
You have
I'm
no
okay.
issue. You're okay.
Thank you very much,
very
Brad.
welcome.
Have a good, blessed day.
Thank you. You too, Teddy. Be well.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Kenya in Atlanta. Kenya in Atlanta, how are you?
Hello, brother. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you so much for what you do.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate.
My pleasure.
My I-485 and I-130 was denied, and I also just got recently divorced. What can I do?
All right. Why was it denied? Was it because your husband didn't show up to the interview?
No, they said we didn't provide enough proof for that it was a bona fide marriage.
Did you and your husband live together?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So why did you get divorced? You had a good marriage, you lived together, and you weren't able to prove you lived together and then got divorced. What happened?
He said he said he wasn't no longer interested, and in the marriage there was abuse. And
okay.
It was just a lot,
What was the abuse? If you don't want to get, and if you don't want to get too personal, that's fine. We'll just accept there was abuse for right now.
Okay.
But if there was abuse in the relationship, what you need to do immediately, like in the next few weeks, is file a new adjustment application based on VAWA, Violence Against Women's Act. Now, you already divorced. You can still file a VAWA application within 2 years of a divorce. So as long as your divorce happened less than 2 years, you're still okay. If you don't do anything, you're looking at deportation, and we don't want to see that happen to you. So now, when you file the VAWA application, you got to prove abuse, and you got to prove it was a real marriage. Immigration already interviewed you both and said it's not a real marriage. Now, that doesn't mean, because immigration already said it's not a real marriage, that you can't go in a new application and prove otherwise. I don't know what happened on that first interview. Maybe your husband wasn't interested. Maybe he purposely screwed up. Maybe he didn't show up to an interview. Maybe he tried to do everything right but did everything wrong. Who knows?
Wrong.
There's lots of reasons why a husband and wife can go on an interview who are in a real marriage and not prove it's a real marriage, and then in a subsequent application, whether it's the husband and wife filing again and getting it right or doing a VAWA case, you're able to do it. So hold on one second. I'd suggest we do a VAWA, okay? So hold on. Let's go to Kenny in Boston. Kenny. Kenny.
Yes.
How are you?
Good, yourself?
Good, good. What's going on?
I have a question. If my wife has the conditional green card, 2 years, and she got arrested for DV, and if she got convicted, what's going to happen when we're going to remove?
If she's convicted of a domestic violence, that's a deportable offense. She's going to have a problem.
All right, I see. Is there any way? So what should we do?
Fight the DV.
Oh, so no matter what, I have to fight the DV, even if I don't press charges?
You don't press charges. It's going to be much more difficult for the district attorney to prove something happened, but they could still prove it with maybe a telephone call and, testimony by a police officer, but it would be much more difficult for them to prove their case. So, if you don't choose to cooperate because you don't want your wife to be convicted of a crime, she could still be convicted, but it would be much harder. You just need a good criminal defense attorney. You're up in Boston. Go. They've got pretty good attorneys up there. Go find one.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go to Don in Phoenix. Don. Don.
Hello?
Hi, Don. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. What's going on?
So I applied for my citizenship a couple months ago, and I'm waiting for my fingerprint. But last month they charged me with a prostitution.
They charged you with trying to be with a prostitute, or they charged you as the prostitute?
I'm trying to be a prostitute.
Okay. So what happened? So
I went to court and I decided. So I take they put me in a program. So I'm going to take a class so that it's going to be dismissed.
Okay. So is that the only time you've ever been arrested in your life?
Yes.
Okay. So as long as the case is dismissed, and it's the only time you were arrested in your entire life, you're not the only man to ever have this problem. I think one time you go to a class, it's dismissed, you'll be fine, and you should be able to become a citizen. I think one time, getting caught with your pants down, excuse my pun, is not make you a bad person. So A, you don't have to worry that you're going to lose your green card. B, I think you're going to be a citizen. Just hopefully you get the class done and you have your case dismissed before your citizenship interview.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
All right. Good luck.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Samuel in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Samuel.
Hey, bud. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I got a question here, Brad.
Yes.
My question is, I've been married to
Samuel, I'm not hearing you. You got to take a step to the right.
All right. Let me go ahead. I've been married to a citizen, U.S. citizen.
Right.
Right. So, I filed, I think, last September. And then even now, I didn't get even my EAD card because I have a, what do you call it, RFE?
You have a what?
About the RFE, like the proof of evidence.
You got an RFE. When did you get the RFE?
I think I got it last year, November.
And what did they ask in November?
They asked me about birth certificate, like a long form. I'm from South Africa, but I submitted just a regular birth certificate. Doesn't have my mother's name and my father's name. Did you
submit the proper birth certificate?
Yes.
Okay, so when did you submit it?
Here's the thing. I submit the birth certificate, but not the long form.
What did you submit a long form birth certificate in response to the RFE?
No, I didn't because of the pandemic.
Well, that's why you never get your case is denied. Then you didn't.
No, it's not because I submitted some schools a second proof, something like that.
Secondary proof. I don't know what you did.
Yes.
I don't know what you did. So maybe you did it right.
Yeah.
Maybe you did it wrong. I don't know. But it doesn't sound very promising. I think you need an attorney.
I submitted the letter from the school.
Samuel.
Yes.
If immigration says send me a long form birth certificate to prove you are who you are, and then you can't submit it, and you submit other evidence, you're looking at this problem. How come I didn't get my work permit a year later? All right. So you're causing your own problems. Hold on one second. You need a lawyer. Let's go to Jesse in Queens. Jesse.
Hey, Brad. Thank you for having me on.
Good.
Appreciate it.
My pleasure. What's going on?
I have two quick questions. So first is, my I-360 got approved late last year, but haven't heard back yet. I'm assuming part of the delay is certainly due to COVID, but is there any recommendation on what I should do in terms of next steps, or do I just wait around?
Just wait around. An I-360 is taking over 2 years these days.
Even with the approval?
Oh, you have you haven't approved? I thought you said you submitted it last year.
No. I got the approval last December. And I've already processed the I-485, so I'm just waiting for, I guess, the interview.
Oh, yeah, you should have it hopefully by the end of the year, I would assume. If you still don't have it 12 months after the approval of your I-360, give us a call.
Okay, and then my second question is, given the new administration, do you anticipate the processing times to be quicker, or it doesn't have any impact?
Oh, it's going to have a huge impact. They're going to, hopefully they're going to make USCIS what it should be, is customer oriented, to give you service, to provide a service. You're paying a fee to provide a government service. Right now, it's an adversarial situation. You're paying a fee to an adversary. Hopefully, they go back to doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is adjudicating cases properly and efficiently. So I hope so. It's my hope. You never know, but that's my hope.
Got it. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's go to Marcia in Orange, New Jersey. Marcia.
Hi, Brad. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure.
So I have a couple questions I'd like to get addressed. My son has a pending criminal case, and it has been going on for a year, but his green card expires a couple months during that time, his 10-year green card.
What is the criminal case? What's the criminal case?
Domestic violence.
All right. Is this his first one?
Yes, this is his first one. So now immigration got involved, and they told him that he needed to do the N-600 because they found out that he was in fact a citizen from he was here a couple of years back.
All right. All right. Let me ask you a couple questions. How old is your son when he got his green card?
About maybe 14.
Okay.
He's now 26.
Okay. And were you a citizen before he was 18?
No, it was his dad.
Okay. Was he living with his father at the time?
Yes, he had lived with his dad before he was 18. Okay. And he got his green card before, just as he came into the state.
Then he's a U.S. citizen. He has to do it.
Right. So my question is there such a thing for him to do the N-600? Because they want him to go ahead and do it.
Yes, he has to.
Okay. All right, then fine. So he has already done it and submit the paperwork. Right. Will this take a long time as regular cases?
Takes a year. Takes about a year.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought, because I thought it was because if it was a court issue, then he might have to get priority. Oh, well, not really priority, but
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They can't deport a citizen.
Yeah.
He's a citizen. All the N-600 says is, here's my evidence of citizenship. But they can't touch him anyway, so don't worry about it.
Right, I know. Okay, thanks so much. I thought as much. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Let's go to Cher in Columbus, Ohio. Cher.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, Cher.
So I'm calling on behalf of my mom. She is a green card holder. She petitioned for her daughter last year. She's an adult, an unmarried adult. So the priority date is July 2019. However, we just received some approval notice, and then the NVC sent a letter with instructions to sign in to pay fees. There are instructions about police certificates and stuff like that. I guess what we're a little bit confused about is that we thought this normally takes like 6 years.
She's over 21?
Yes.
It does. I don't know why they're asking that.
And we have an attorney, and he's saying the same thing too. Like he's confused.
Your attorney should write back and say they're in the F2B category, and this priority date's not current for years. So whatever we submit to you right now will be moot and invalid in years to come. So it's not necessary. Please correct your records. That's what an attorney would do. Tell immigration correct their records.
Okay.
All right.
Because he's just saying we should just ignore it, and I don't want to just ignore it.
No, you write them back, and you say you made an error. Let me explain what the error is. Please correct it.
Okay.
Don't ever ignore anything.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye.
Let's go to Omar in the Bronx. Omar. Omar. All right, maybe we'll find.
Hello.
Oh, there.
Hello.
Omar, your lucky day, Omar, is about to cut you off. What's going on?
All right, quick question.
Yeah.
I'm just checking. I have a friend living in the U.S., but he's over 21. His father's a citizen. Just want to find out if his father can file for it.
You have a son who's a citizen over 21?
No, a friend. I have a friend.
You have a friend whose son is over 21?
No, he's over 21. His father is living here. His father is a citizen.
How old is the son? He's over 21? And the father's a
Yeah, he's
citizen?
over 21.
I understand.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The answer is yes. They're going to wait years for a green card. Maybe you have to do a provisional waiver, go home and come back. But yes, father should file for him.
Okay, like how long will it take?
Assuming he's single and the father's a citizen, about 5-6 years.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
welcome.
All right.
All right. Let's go to John in Brooklyn. John. John.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm Brad. What are you doing? Like, I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have a question. Like, I'm waiting for my the marriage-based interview. It's
Right.
pending I-485. So in the meantime, I have a complicated marriage life with my wife, and recently I have applied, the I-360 VAWA. I have also applied, again, 485. So my question is, how can I withdraw, the marriage-based 485? And if I don't withdraw, is there any problem for, for my VAWA, abusive case?
Let me understand what you're saying. You have a marriage adjustment with an I-130 and I-485, and then subsequent
Yes,
to
yeah.
that, there was abuse, the marriage didn't work out, and now you filed a
Yes,
VAWA case. You filed the
Yeah.
I-130 and I-45 with the VAWA case as well?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is what you didn't need to file a second adjustment. What you needed to do, when is your interview? Did you get an interview for the marriage
Yeah, I
adjustment?
got the.
When is that?
Yes, yeah, I received. It's after 2 weeks.
Okay. So this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
You need to go on the marriage case that you did
Okay.
with the I-130 and your wife alone. And you're going to bring
Okay.
in the receipts of the VAWA and the adjustment that you did subsequent to that. And you're going to
Okay.
tell the immigration officer two things. One,
Okay.
you want to convert this adjustment that the wife did from an I-130 bona fide marriage case to a VAWA case. Here's my receipt for the VAWA. And then you're going to say...
Yeah, I already applied with the VAWA another 485 and
Are you understanding the
for,
words that are coming out of my mouth? I'm telling you what
Sorry?
to do. Listen,
okay.
listen. I know exactly what you did. And you said, yes, that's what I did. And I'll repeat myself again. Your wife filed an adjustment application for you, an I-130 and adjustment. Subsequent to that, I'm going to start from the scratch again. Subsequent to that, you and your wife had a problem, there was abuse, and you filed a second adjustment with a VAWA case. I understand. I got it.
Yes, yeah.
You have an interview coming up in 2 weeks.
Yes,
Listen to what I'm telling you to do now.
Okay.
You're going to go on that interview. That is the interview that you did with, that's the interview that's scheduled based on the adjustment your wife did based on a bona fide marriage. That interview has nothing to do with this abuse case. And as a matter of fact, when you go on this interview, the officer's going to know nothing about abuse. You're going to go on that interview, and you're going to tell the officer about the abuse. And you're going to bring proof to the officer that it was a real marriage. You're going to do this on your own. And you're going to bring proof to the officer that subsequent to this filing of this interview, I filed the VAWA case. Here's the receipt. I filed a second adjustment. Here's the receipt for that. And you're going to tell after the officer interviews you about the abuse and about the bona fides of the marriage, you're going to ask the officer to do two things. Listen very closely. Number one, you're going to ask the officer to convert that adjustment application that you just had that interview on to a VAWA adjustment because you already have the VAWA receipt, and here it is. And then
Okay.
you're going to ask the officer to withdraw your second adjustment that you filed, because that's a non-approvable adjustment because you already have a pending adjustment. You can't have two adjustments.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Got it? And if you have
Yeah.
a problem, hold on, we'll help. Let's go to Roger in Los Angeles. Roger.
Hi. I have a question. I'm a permanent resident, but I'd like to file for citizenship, but I have a misdemeanor on my record.
For what?
For domestic violence.
When?
2018.
When did you get your green card?
2007.
Okay. First of all, I would not be filing for citizenship right now. What was the punishment for this domestic violence?
I don't know what you mean by punishment.
What,
but
did you
there
have
was
to go
no
to jail? Did you have to pay a fine? Did you have to do community service? What was your sentence?
There was a 16-week class.
Uh-huh.
And I had to pay the court fine. There was no jail sentence. And I got a peaceful contact order 2-3 days after the incident.
Did you go and plead guilty, or was this a diversionary thing where they said, go take the class and we'll throw the charges out?
I think it was no contest. And
It was no
the
contest.
original
Okay.
charge was a felony.
Okay, so no.
But it got reduced to a misdemeanor
okay, so
with disturbing the peace.
No contest is a guilty plea. So, and what did you plead guilty to? No contest. What was it? Was the domestic violence?
Yes.
All right. So you cannot file for citizenship until at least 5 years from the end of this case, because you need to show good moral character for 5 years. So that would be sometime in 2023. If you file now, they're going to deny your citizenship and potentially put you in deportation, because a domestic violence offense is a deportable offense in of itself. If you wait till 2023 and file your citizenship and you can show good moral character, you would be eligible for citizenship and you become a citizen.
In the meantime, if I need to renew the green card?
I would not at this moment, without certainly taking a much closer look at this case. You know, I'm basing my advice on what you tell me.
Right.
If you really want to be certain, you got to show me, not tell me. We would need to have a consultation. I would need to look at your disposition.
Right. So even if
because you're a deportable alien, you don't want to get deported. Someone who commits domestic violence and is convicted of it is a deportable alien, point blank.
It's irrespective whether it's a felony or a misdemeanor.
It doesn't matter.
Even expungement doesn't matter.
Expungement doesn't matter.
So even after 5 years,
after 5 years, you have good moral. After 5 years, you have good moral character, and then you can file for citizenship. You're eligible for citizenship. You're going to become a citizen. So that's my advice.
That's also not guaranteed, right? It just depends how to look at it.
Well, it's not guaranteed, because who the hell knows what the law will be in 2023? I'm telling you my advice based on law of 2020.
Right. But have you seen any cases where there?
Every day I see these cases. That's why I'm giving you my advice right off the top of my head. I don't have to think about it.
So the chances are good, but they're not guaranteed even after 5 years.
Any lawyer who guarantees you anything, you should run out of their office.
Right.
Okay. Lawyers can never guarantee unless the only way that I can guarantee is if I have a printing machine and give you citizenship, but I don't have a printing machine and I don't give you citizenship. All right, hold on. You need a consultation. Let's go to Kamar in Danbury, Connecticut. Kamar.
Hello, good night, Brad.
Good night. How are you?
Yeah, how are you doing, sir? I've been watching your show for weeks now, and I want to tell you that you're the best person, like consultation. You know,
Kamar,
I like listening to your show.
Kamar, you're a brilliant man. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm from Jamaica.
Okay.
My wife bring me to America.
Right.
I got a 2 years green card, but it is expired, so I got an extension 18 months.
Right.
But however, I got in trouble.
For what?
Like last month, I got in a fight with a person, and I got charged, which I got 3 charges. I got strangulation, I got a misdemeanor, and a misconduct.
But you mean a disorderly conduct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So the answer is, it depends what you end up pleading guilty to. I don't know, or maybe
I did not plead. I plead not guilty.
Okay. It depends what the resolution of this case is. What is your lawyer saying a possible resolution of this case is going to be? Is your lawyer? Lawyers know. Your lawyer will be like, oh, come on, this is absolutely BS. These charges, or your lawyer's going to say, hey, you got a big issue here. So what's your lawyer saying?
All right. Well, I'm on a rehabilitation program. Yeah. So I filed through the court. So I'm just waiting to get back an answer from the court, because the court have to send a note to the victim.
Okay. So it sounds like to me that the court is saying to you, go to this, anger management program, and then we'll dismiss the charges. Is that basically it?
Yeah, that's it. That's
okay.
it.
So if that's what's going to happen and you don't plead guilty to anything, you don't have a criminal offense, you're perfectly good to remove the conditions. So let's hope.
Yeah, and the next thing I want to ask you, Brad.
Yeah.
My case is pending for an interview, but however, the 18 months that I got, 1 year is gone off the 18 months. So I got like eight months left. So I'm just here waiting on my interview to remove my condition.
Yeah, let's hope the interview happens in the next 8 months. Let's hope that you do this rehabilitation, this anger management, that the court, after the anger management, is satisfied and drops the charges against you. And let's hope you never get in trouble again and you'll be fine. You'll remove the conditions. You won't have a problem. You'll become a citizen. Everything will be okay.
Yeah, and then next thing, Brad, I want to talk like to get a lawyer, and so far I want to discuss that with you.
All right, so hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let's go to Bahai in the Bronx. Bahai.
Hey, Brown.
Hi, Bahai. How are you?
I'm good. This is the Bach. Bahai. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry. What is it? B-A... How do you pronounce it?
B-H-A.
Are we spelling it right? B-A-H-I or no?
No, B-A-P-H.
B-A-A-H. Ba.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
I apologize. We have your name completely spelled wrong.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. No, I'm sorry about that. So my apologies. Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Ghana. I'm sorry. I'm from Burkina Faso.
Okay. And what brings you in to call my show?
Say again?
Why are you calling the show? What is your question?
Okay, because I follow you since like 3 years. 3 years I follow you every day almost. But today is my first day I call you.
Okay.
Because no, I'm married a citizen, and she applied for me for a green card.
Right.
And I went 3 times to interview. So the first time when I came here, I came like a group, and they put in my application visa. I was married. They write a name over there. I don't know.
Wait. I'm misunderstanding what you're saying. You went for an interview 3 times, and the first time what happened?
Okay. For the first time, they said me you was married in your country.
Okay. So when you got your visa to come here to the U.S., the guy said you were married when in fact you weren't, just to get you the visa.
And I didn't know because I was single. I never married.
Okay, so now, did you get evidence from your country that you were not married?
Yeah, and
now you submitted that.
Yeah, now and the first and they write intent denied, and I write again, and they approve I-130.
But then they denied your adjustment for fraud.
Yeah, but they approved my I-130,
right.
And they call me again an interview with me and my wife. And now, the officer, they give us a letter to file a waiver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said that. He said we have to file a waiver.
All right, so this is the story, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They're satisfied. They are satisfied that you're not a bigamist, okay?
Yeah.
What the problem is, they say you lied to get your visa. You said you were married when you were single.
Yeah.
And the reason why people say they're married and lie, this happens a lot, is because if you're a single man, 20 to 40, it's unlikely to get a visa. So then you would have been stuck in Africa. So
But I didn't know. I never mind. I didn't.
You know what? It doesn't matter whether you knew, you didn't know. No one believes you. Okay, I'm just being frank. No one believes that. They say, of course you knew. Even people who didn't know honestly say, I honestly didn't know. Nobody buys that. They all say you knew. Okay, so now you got to do the waiver, and the waiver is based on extreme and unusual hardship to your wife. She would suffer an extreme and unusual hardship if you and her were separated and you had to live in Africa and she had to live in America for the rest of your life, and you would never be able to live together. And then the government would say, well, why can't you just move to Africa then? We're not saying you can't live together. We're saying you just can't live together in America. And then she has to then say, well, there's an extreme and unusual hardship if I have to give up America and live in Africa with my husband. I shouldn't have to choose. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.